So now classwork, you come and click create. Classwork has so many things, but we are only going to look at the most important two. Those are the things we shall look at. Okay, so we are looking at this significant two. We have assignment, we have quiz assessment. Assignment is so for those questions that require someone to hand in kind of a typed or essay type kind of thing. They are not short essays, and they are not objectives. Maybe like research, something like that. An assignment that has long text. It can be soft copy or what, that kind of assignment. And quiz assignment has all the three. Quiz assignment has all the three. It has the objective questions, it has the short essay and long essay. So let me first click on assignments. So the kind of title you put should be the topic. Most cases, if it's like you are assessing a certain topic, it's good to put that as a title. If you are assessing the entire course unit, maybe there you can say computer test. That is for so many reasons. So maybe if it's geography, let me say Uganda. If the course unit is geography, now we are looking at Uganda. Instructions, let me say we are putting please answer all questions. Please answer all questions to get good marks or full marks. Maybe that is the instruction. So because we chose assignment, here we don't have objectives. We are just giving the question. Like you can even attach the question if it's already a typed document. Or if it's one question, you can give all the instructions here. Go and study this and this and and hand in this. So they will have a document that they will have to attach through their account to this exam, and you look at it. Maybe if it is research or what, that kind of arrangement. Okay, let me upload this. So I upload it. So you see, so here you have to select students can view. That's the best option. Here students can edit. You don't want students to edit your instructions, and students can make a copy for each student. No, here you don't want them to, like a copy of instructions going to each student's account. Let it be in a central place whereby they are all doing the same question or the same exam, than duplicating it in their different accounts. So this first thing is the best. Of course, here the instructions have to be well labeled. If it is a computer exam or geography exam, topic 1, it should be labeled that. Or you can share a link of a website with for reference to this particular assignment, or a video the way we saw. If I put a video link, still it will bring that video. So you have three options here: to put in the drive, a Google link, or sharing a link. Here when you say create will create it in the Google Docs, but you don't want to do that. Yeah, when you upload it, if it's PowerPoint, it will automatically go to Google Docs. If it's Word, it will automatically go to Google Docs. So this one, you ignore it. Hopefully I'm communicating. Or you may not attach anything. If you have all the instructions in one go, then they do, and they will attach to their account. But in case there's something you want to attach, maybe a diagram, put it in the drive, right? So we are still looking at assignment. Of course, here you are assessing all students. Then the next thing, here you put a due date, maybe dates, and I put maybe like on 15th, by 15th, right? So the date is that. So after that, I click away. You see, there was no okay, there was no yes or save. I just clicked away to let it go there. and you want to close that submission of assignments on that date, so you click there, you click this. When you put that date, it comes. Topic, you can create a topic still. You can say Uganda, the same thing the other side, the same thing the other side. The best way to assess such things like research work, those essay long things that are not objectives, it would be this down here. It's called a rubric down here. I think that would be the most ideal way, and so we should pay attention. So when I come to assessment, when I create a rubric, I can reuse it in different assessments, but because it's the first time and I don't have that rubric, let me create it. Now it will come attached to this exam, but it can be shareable throughout different exams, even through different tutors. So that kind of thing. Here there is create rubric, reuse rubric, and import. So you could say create or reuse. Let's create. Now when you will be assessing these students, maybe on research, in that long, so many pages document that they will hand in for you, have attached your instructions and some reference items. Now what are we marking them on? If it is Uganda, maybe like in my case, let me say we are going to mark them on like how they are expressing themselves, or handwriting, or maybe self-expression. How good, this is the description of, so that everyone reading will know what criteria you used. So depending on how good, so I don't know what you'll be marking in the exams. I don't know about marking exams, right? But you can see that there are criteria. If it's an essay, what are you marking? Are you marking grammar? Are you awarding marks for this? Certain things there are awarded marks, good points and all that. So this is what we are doing. So the first criteria that you don't have to arrange them in any order. You just put a criteria. In this case, it's how good they have or researched the point, and given examples. Then after I put how many marks for that particular item. Let me say, if this is out of 30, maybe this thing alone, let it carry like 7. How am I coming up with 7? I don't want to, if this whole assessment is out of 30, I want to make only 3 of these, so that I don't spend so much time on that. I want to make 3, like 7 times, okay, I want to make 4. 7 times 4, that is 28, maybe plus 2 marks for good English. That makes it 30. If you break it down into smaller parts, you'll have to make so many things of these. You mark self-expression, you mark good English, you mark what, until the marks add up to the total. That is what I'm trying to come up with. That is what. So I don't want to make so many of these. Maybe self-expression, I'm marking that. And maybe I can give it a level title. Maybe the title has to be like on a scale: excellent, very good, good, fair. So maybe 7 is, for self-expression, 7 is excellent. So 7 is excellent. And what is excellent in this case? If the student, so that if you give it to your colleague, they also know what you were saying when you mean excellent. Student, to use it in there, student does this and that in expression, in self-expression, this and that in that particular thing. So then you do that. Then I want now still on in self-expression. What if they are not excellent? They are then you might give them maybe 6. If they are just very good, and you also give that description, maybe what if they are not very good, if they are just quite good, sorry, this is 5, and maybe this is quite good, for only one item like this. That is self-expression, right? Yeah, for only one item like this, self-expression. So here we are going to put we are putting a scale for self-expression. Maybe this is just good, and you put also the description. Then maybe below this, or you can give 3, maybe fair, and maybe for poor, if it is 2, it is poor. Now next, you add another one, because how do they add up to 30? You don't look at this horizontal scale. This is for only one item. Someone can get this for very good expression, 6 for a bit good, this, that, like that. That is now one scale. But how do you add up to 30 for this? If this assignment is out of 30, you add vertically like this. So I want 7 plus another mark of so I add here the criterion. Now here, what am I marking? Here I was marking self-expression, I put the scale. Then here, what am I marking? I'm marking good English. So I do the same. Now let me pause and first do the same, then come back. Okay, I added the good English. At first it was self-expression, now I added good English. Of course, these ones have to add up. The first column going downwards has to add up to the total. But I understand it depends on how the people awarding marks do their thing. But for me, I didn't go through like up to the 5th row. Yes, up to the fifth column for English. So for English, I ended on 3, and that is poor. So for citation, I created another one, and I also gave a scale for citation. Maybe now 777, that is 21 only. So which means I need some other 2. Maybe the last one I can give it 10. It doesn't have to be 7. So here you can even duplicate. You can duplicate a scale. So let me duplicate this citation, and I say you can even delete it when you click on those 3 dots, or you can even move it up. So let me say duplicate it so that I don't have to retype it. This is citation. I clicked on the 3 dots here. So maybe I can call this graphical representation. Graphic representation. Whatever they are marking, you put it there as the criteria. How good is the graphic? I just duplicated one of them. Representation, and that kind of thing. So I am leaving the scale. You can have your own scales. I don't know how the scale, how they rate the things. So that kind of thing. So now let me make this, the other side, it is 7 good expression, 7 for English, 7 for citation. That is 21. Let me 21 plus maybe what, plus 9. So I think that makes it 30. So then after I save that rubric. It's just like that. So it's already done for you. You can share it with other people and so on. You see it's 30 points. So if it is 30 points, here you also come, but you also come and put 30 points and press enter. So that kind of thing. Are we together? So if you don't create a rubric, are you going to just look at the student? Because here the student will know what you're using to mark them, what criteria you'll be using to mark them. But it's explicable. If people are trying to query what you did, why you gave those students, you can show them that this is the rubric and this is the criteria. So it's for that. That's how in this case it is done. So I have assigned it to that. So I assigned. This is the first assignment. So that assignment Uganda has gone. It's an essay type kind of research kind of question. It might not be as many pages as research, but I'm saying that category of assignments. Okay.